んにちは。楽しい時間にしましょう。こんにちは。調子はいかが
？I just noticed that the mic was here. It was out. Hey guys, it's Kerbo. We're here with some more Lumina League, but it's just me on deck today. Luffy is busy moving, so I will be in control of the stream and the score today, so please be patient. And to my players today, please make this easier for me. I only solo TO every once in a while. But we're going to be starting out pretty strong here. We got Kikoho versus Yun. This is going to be Aoko versus Wark. Going to be two very, very strong players put up right against each other. And this is going to mostly just be who wins neutral, who gets that first strong hit. Well, let's see how things go. Alright, starting off strong here with Kikoho managing to stuff out Yun, trying to throw out an orb in neutral here, but those rings are fast. You're gonna be having a tough time really going at it. Fainting the J Charge C on the safe jump, gonna be beating out the high shield, get the throw into the 3.1k, throwing out the ring. It's going to connect. I thought it was gonna faint, but it did hit. Getting hit on the stagger here. Yun is going to be gone for the first round, giving Kikoho a strong arse. Perfect to start things out. Also, let me make a promotion tweet. In the meantime, gonna go for a throw, blocking out here, moving up and around. Aoko does have extra movement options, so she is going to have more ways to move around whatever Kikoho is going to want to do. With punishing the 6BC beam, just landing, hitting that 5A, and getting a little knockdown here. Just Moondrive, not getting a full conversion off of that 2A. And now Yun just trying to find something to force Kikoho to move in. He has all the orbs set up. He is chilling, just throwing them out. But as we all know, you don't have to do anything if you have a life lead and you're playing Wark, who has access to massive buttons, massive projectile ranges. And you just don't feel that incentive coming at all. Just going to be shielding, throw out another orb, or another ring. And of course, even if Yun wants to set down the negative edge orbs, you don't really have to do anything with them, because if you just make them block with like a projectile or something, as we saw earlier, it just makes them disappear. The proximity orbs are of course not going to be like that, and trying to go for the reset, but not biting this time. But the stagger is going to be getting Kikoho that first hit for the win here. Oopsies. Looks like there is... Where's my link? There we go. Make this promotion tweet. Apologies. Alright, just gonna be forcing that left-right with the plus frames. Yun finding the perfect time to mash out. After getting stuffed out with the staggers just a little bit, Kiko decided to take it a bit smooth. Thought he was conditioned to him, but no. No, the mash is still coming. Getting the heat out though. Kikoho not letting anything stop him, making him hold that defense, getting the cash out with the arc drive, catching the backdash with the rings, and the moon drive, DPing, catching out the 5A. Kikoho most likely expecting to respect that frame advantage, get his pressure going, but Yun said no, I have bar to use my invincible reversal, so I'm going to use it. Alright. But now we're just going to be chipping out Yun a little bit here. Yun able to stand right outside the range of the ring. But now we're at a bit of a strange situation here. That shield BC is going to hit off of the ring, catching Yun up in the air. And the stagger once again, the half charge is going to force him to hold that, but he just wanted to press. Giving Kikoho yet another round to his name. Trying to anti-air here, but JC is coming. Just heating out. The backdash going to get caught, but Aoko's legs are a bit too low to the ground. We are not going to be getting the conversion here, and we are once again going to be using the smallest sliver of heat to score the arc drive here. But the throw now. Alright, forcing that insurance policy with the orbs, let them go off, forcing that those plus frames as well. Gonna be catching with the low shield with the 3BC. It is an overhead after all. And one more knockdown Just waiting it out and trying to catch some sort of trade, expecting something to happen when we're blocking out the overhead here. Oh my goodness. Yun just wanted Kiko to maybe try and punish the shield drop, but he was ready. Kiko just waited it out, pressed the 5B, and now it's one last interaction for the game. Moon Drive using that shield BC to force his way through. Is this going to kill? I don't think so, because, you know how it goes with the good old shield BC scaling. One more and just holding it. Kiko trying to fuzzy match, but Yun letting go, letting the orb detonate. Really smart move. Half charging right on the run up on the tech, trying to find some sort of way out, but just gonna get hit out by the rings here. Blocking the overhead. Finding the heat out on the rings. Jumping around, not expecting too much here. Ping me. And just going for the Alco player tech, but no, waiting it out perfectly, finding the punish with the shield A counter, able to beat out Yun's own air shield recovery. Really good counter, not trying to get Twitter clipped today. That side, Yun trying to press out, but it is not happening here. And potentially one last knockdown, a good strike will be enough to get the kill here, but will he be able to get it? Oh, not quite yet. Trying to get some sort of big conversion off the 6PC, but a bit too far. But now it looks like, oh yeah, you are so fucking dead there. What? And the rings will get the kill. Will he spend the 3? He's gonna spend the arc drive? Yeah. God, the whiff on that pillar is so BM looking, but it's kind of awesome at the same time. 6K? Jeez Louise. Okay. 2-0 Kikaho. And he's gonna be switching? Oh, the layout? Yeah. Not bad. Yo, get off! Get off! Alright. Yun switching straight to the Ushi here, trying to find his last little leg up. He is down 2-0 against Kikaho right now, so let's see if he's going to be able to bring it back with this character. The other Ushi, of course, Fushi does not actually play Ushi into Kikaho, so let's see what he does here. The shield drop press is going to be caught with his own 5B. Safe jump. And we are just pressuring, but finding the heat out on that 2C. Just forces his way through with that 6PC, trying to catch something with it, and catching the command dash. And anti-airing with the 623B. Is he going to be able to get a conversion here? Not quite! And there we go, trying to throw tech, but no. As we all know, throw teching against Ushi in a situation like that is super scary because of the threat of 623C and the amount of damage, just pure damage that you can put out with it. Get those plus frames. And get that anti-air. Okay, but no conversion. Dropping there, most likely trying to get the pogo, but it's just not going to come out in that situation. Really unfortunate, but Yun was able to bring it back at that last little bit there. Lock in the overhead. But unfortunately, trying to backdash out of the rings when Ushi's backdash is like that. Hitting with the gritty, but not able to get the conversion. It has been a second, I imagine, since Yun has really put some time into this character, so he's most likely going to have to burn everything back into his memory. We'll see, though. It all depends how he takes this. Because one stagger is going to be able to take apart, rip apart Ushi's paper skin. Some of the lowest health in the game, and that is going to show here. Dead to rights. Set point for Kikaho. Will Yun be able to bring it back? But we'll see. You're going to be scrambling a little bit in the air. Kikaho trying to stake some space with that JB. Backing out of the way of the shield B. Not trying to go for a punish. The gritty is going to hit that side, blocking it. And respecting the B follow-up. On the top. Going straight for the overhead. Forcing the plus frames. Backdashing out of the way. Going to be teching the throw. And hitting the overhead. He's not ready to react to that. We are going to get a solid chunk of damage out of here, because if there's one thing that Ushi has, it is damage, although that was a gravy, but hey, if you don't take, it's real. Messing up the meaty on the left-right, getting the plus frame, switching sides. How is he going to be able to force pressure here when Kikaho's options are so good at bursting out? The moon drive into the moon ring is going to find his way out and get the knockdown going and get his aggression started. That side. into the throw. But now we've chased him all the way into the corner here. Not quite punishing that gritty. That shield came out a bit too early. Getting the run under, but no punish. And oh dear, was he trying to fuzzy block that? That is a very scary proposition. That is not going to work out. And it looks like Yun will be able to kill here with the arc drive. That is going to be just enough. And it is gone. Arc drive bringing the set back 1-2 Yun favor. It's not quite over till it's over. He didn't hear no bell. And oh dear, catching right away with the landing. The 2B is going to catch that JA, it seems. The landing recovery was still in play. And getting throw, just has to respect it. That is plus. And the feint on the ring. Moon driving out, moon driving back. That is going to be a 0 situation. But now we are moon skilling, turn blue and win, hitting with the 6BC. Just not blocking, not blocking high. That is an overhead, so it is going to be very scary, especially throwing it out like that. And oh dear, not blocking the right way, gonna get hit by the 5B. This is gonna be a massive chunk once again taken off of Kikaho's life bar. But just a simple air throw. Pogo. And the delay shield A is gonna give Kikaho the advantage here, returning him to the offense once again. One last hit should do it. The shield scaling is going to prevent him from killing off that. But is Yun ready for what comes next? The shield B, but oh dear. Kikaho just going straight for the press on the 0 situation, managing to just outspeed him. But what comes next? Just run up pillar, catching Yun, just not blocking, maybe cat on the free jump, but he was definitely not in the air yet. Finding the heat out. Blood heat is going to be huge. And like any little bit of damage that Yun deals in this state is going to be more for him. Whipping out of the way and catching the J6BC with the shield A. 1, 2. And here comes the mix. And Fuzzy mashing the way out of the safe jump. Catching Kikaho trying to do something that isn't meaty. And oh dear. Oh my fucking god, get out of here. Armoring right through with the 5 charge B out of the way of the 6BC and scoring the potential kill. We weren't able to see it, but you know what comes next. You knew what came next. Kikaho doesn't drop like that, so I think it was pretty set in stone. Kikaho taking the set over Yun 3-1, giving him a very, very strong lead on the leaderboard that he has been maintaining for almost his entire run. But we still got more ahead of us right now. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We got more games on the horizon. We got Kikaho staying on for an extra game versus the Jungle Skuggler. All right. Let's get this match started. All right, let's get it started. Let's see what goes on here. Yeah, Kikaho is most likely just going to be playing super aggressive into this matchup. And able to get the strong punish this time with the DP. Catching Jungle, trying to press something in the air with the 6BC run under. And forcing her into the corner here. This is where Kikaho will shine. Will Jungle be able to defend it? Not blocking the overhead. Really, really rough start for Jungle here. But one more interaction may be able to reverse the situation entirely. But not blocking safe jump. It is over. Round 1 going to Kikaho with a pretty dominant set. Showing your gameplay here. And catching right away. Catching Jungle standing. Maybe trying to backwalk with that 2B. Gonna be clipping low. And one knockdown later. Trying to bait out a throw. Or a mash or something. Of course, that is a pretty strong strategy against Jungle, but half charging with the 6C. Gonna be hitting with the 214A low. Gonna be scoring that first knockdown for Jungle. But oh dear, going right into more icicles is going to give Kiko the option to shield B and score the counter hit. Not scared of the consequences that come with it. Feinting the wheel, and he's going to be able to get the throw, but no throw combo. Trying to eject button, but catching out. Getting zoned. And catching the punish. Oh dear, but not getting the conversion. And just, okay, we're armoring our way through that with the 5 charge B once again. You have to be very careful around that. Only a few things can actually break that armor. And that was most definitely not one of them. Where's Luffy? He died. Freak accident. It's just me today. Oh no, not scoring the whip punish with the JC. With the JP, you know? Sometimes the weird non-downward hitbox actually does something. And just was that armor? Armor on the 5C too? Nah. This shit is actually absurd. Trying to OS here, but he backed out. Trying to press on the carpet follow-up, but Kiko is going to be taking a trip to the corner for this one into a safe jump. Will he be able to defend it? Just waiting it out. Into the throw, catching the shield. Blocking it out. Fudomia. Into the throw. Will Jungle be able to get a hit in? No, the immediate reshield is going to get caught out by the shield B. Kiko has been pretty on point with sniping out these shield Bs and getting hit with the meaty ring. All right. Catching out with that ring. No punish though, just not a block. Get those plus frames, trying to jump out. That at range is at max +4. You have to be ready for it. You have to be ready to respect it. Trying to score an air unblockable, but there's no air to block. And scoring that ranged 4BC, gonna be converting into a full combo with this. Into another knockdown. Are you ready to hold the mix? No! Kiko getting hit by the reverse cross-up backdash. Gonna be fatal. Gonna give Jungle once again another knockdown here in the corner. Is this gonna be a safe jump? I think it's gonna be a safe jump. Yep. And just going for the shield B, shield BC. And just rapid beating, not even trying to go anything fancy with his routes. Just wants to make sure that he will be able to score off of this 5C no matter what. In the air, on the ground, he just wants the kill. It doesn't matter how much damage he actually does. He was so close to death anyways that it did not matter. Kiko, with that awareness, was able to score that second game. Alright, Kiko just gonna be getting that first. Alright. And just knockdown into knockdown. Kiko is going to be running the show right now. Safe jump, blocking it this time, but not teching the throw. Jungle is going to be in one last guess for game situation. I think even just a throw will kill here with the right conversion. One more! But finding the mash out with the 2B. Kiko slightly misspacing his pressure, giving Jungle time to evaluate and press the 2B at that range. What are we going to be doing here? We have to do something. You are not going to be able to zone forever, and getting hit by the half charge. Kiko is going to be putting Jungle right back where she was with the tiniest bit of health extra. And oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You are not winning a press war against Wark as Vlob, I hear. That was a moon drive, so it was a 0 situation with the insurance policy of the pillar, I'm pretty sure. Is that a range? Alright, we're just gonna get the run under. The 2B is going to hit here. You know what comes next? One more knockdown. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! And we are just reacting to the heat. Just got 5A pestering it with it. But recovering fast enough to get the heat. And it looks like the EX ring is going to kill Kikuho with a strong 3-0 over jungle here. In dominant fashion. Not too much you could do. I think I could hear Kerbo scream in the blue archive panel when a fighting game was mentioned. Yeah, that was, someone did post a clip of it. So our next players are going to be up now. I forgot to ping them beforehand, but should still be good on time. We are going to have Fushi here double shifting on the rare occasion that he is here for the weekend. He is in fact here. Cool Popcorn versus Fushi. Looks like one of them is already on the way. Yes, he is. Fushi is here on the Coker. I don't know if he's gonna stay, but if he's gonna stay on that, but we'll see. Oh, here we go. I found it. This is a snippet clip. Here's the clip from that someone took from the blue archive panel in the fighting game. Like the most audible scream is mine. I think my voice is very recognizable in that regard. Alright, both players should be good to go. This is going to be interesting. Fushi is perfectly fine, playing incredibly aggressively, especially here on Coker, whose offense is very good when locked up in the corner, and has access to things just that exist to shut you up, make sure that you don't do anything too defensive. He has that 3-bar arc drive, he has the Coker install, which may kind of throw Cool for a bit of a loop here, assuming that he holds on to the back button for about as long as you would expect him for in these rounds. But getting hit by the overhead here, and oh, Fushi with the combos. If there's one thing Fushi really does, it's combos. You know it. Scoring the air throw. Is that the BC safe jump he labbed out? I don't know. But we are going to be keeping it strong here. Cool just getting opened up by these air dash overheads. A bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. You have to block him out. And scoring the JA here, giving him the strong start that he does need to get his game plan going. Cool's game plan is entirely about just chilling, but if he wants to get that offense going, he can. But usually he does opt to just stick back for the most part. He gets offense going for a little bit, then he decides to back off. You know, backing off once again. Trying to find this one little opening, but Fushi is going to be using air beams like it owes him fucking money. And honestly, to some degree, maybe it does. The air beams are Fushi's favorite part of the character. So we are going to probably be seeing it a lot, especially in these situations where he feels like there's going to be some sort of like approach attempted. It is a really big wall. It is plus. It's everything you want. It's going to be forcing these no cancels, these 5Bs. The empty air dash low is going to give him the opening that he so desperately needs to get that health a bit equalized. But it looks like it's going to be reduced even further. The gap grows between each health, but like in completely different way. Hitting with the JC, not sure which direction to block. Cool Popcorn falls for the first game. 1-0 Fushi favor. And scoring the whiff punish with the beams, but not able to get the combo, but able to score this air block string into the 2A low. The bot is on YouTube, buddy. And the air dash is once again going to open Cool up, giving Fushi a nice little opportunity to score a little damage. And one more knockdown. No matter what here, I think Fushi is just going to kill off the next interaction. Only thing that doesn't is a throw, but the JC air backdash is going to score him that round. Trying to anti-air with 63A. Alright, this is where it's all about. Fushi loves using rebeat pressure. Big button into rebeat, try and create some sort of spacing to contest. Forces you to contest, but then he presses 5C again. Like, it's like some miracle work, honestly. Staggering just a little bit, forcing that way out, rebeating, creating these massive, massive spacing gaps that make you want to press, but Cool is the type of guy to just chill, not press on them. But it may be to his detriment here, as he's going to be holding this, taking chip damage. And if you don't know, the whole thing about Kokers, like any moves that uses Black Flames of Love and Hate, they are going to be reducing the amount of recoverable health you get. So even if Cool wants to eat here, which he usually doesn't, he's just not going to get as much health back as he normally would against other characters. Backing out the way of something. Finding his way out, but is this going to matter? Any little touch, any little sneeze will kill Cool here. So he has to be very, very careful. Just chilling, getting the shield and getting the shield A. Into a knockdown. Is he going to be able to find the heat here? Oh dear, not able to punish the 214C and standing up. What are you standing up for? The 2-0 goes to Fushi right now. Will Cool be able to wrap things up? Will he be able to bring this set back, or will Fushi continue just terrorizing with the count? But I thought he was bad though. Like, did you know this character is actually top 1? Alright, we're just gonna keep it pushing, I guess. Just getting that strong knockdown back to that oh-so-familiar left side corner. Fool is just gonna have to hold it, and he is not blocking the empty jump. Low! I fear it's over. He has to hold one more of these. Just going straight for the pressure, but Cool is not the type to really press out until it is actually the only thing he feels like he can do. Heading the shield, but not blocking the overhead. Once again, these air dashes have really been getting to Cool and putting Fushi at the prime position to close out this set at set point right now. But managing to hit through with the keys. The keys are fast. They're very fast. But dear Lord, Fushi just keeps going for the air dashes, and they do hit. They're going to be hitting the 214C Ender here. We're going to get a bit vague with it. Same side, but we're just going to block it out. But oh dear, this is going to be... Oh god.
Actually, it's not going to do that much damage.
4.7 of a fatal to A, and the empty air dash low is gonna get the kill for Fushi, and just using the 214C Ender just to seal it out before it actually was over, closing out the game 3-0 swiftly as a matter of fact. Whoa. It's like I wasn't even watching. Alright, so what do we have next? It looks like we are going to be having our next match. Crystal is on duty now. She is also going to be running a double shift, so once Fushi's out of here, she is going to be staying for one more match. Alright, let's close up that. We're off here. Alright, we are on time if I've ever seen it. I love it! I love it! Unfortunately, I did just switch out of, did uninstall all of the mods. So we're not able to see it on your side, but if you get a clip with it, don't forget to post it on Twitter. I'll retweet it. But this is going to be PCL Dante's. This is top 1 versus top 1, so we'll see what happens here.
Safety lock 解除。Open your magic circuit. 下がります。
Alright, we are going to be scouting out some sort of hidden neutral. We are trying, but oh dear, not able to get the jump cancel out fast enough. Fushi able to find that DP into a massive amount of damage here. Going to be escorting her all the way to the corner, but taking her right out with that 214C into the ambiguous mix-up. The air dash, getting the stagger with a late 2A, and managing to scout out that shield BC with a shield A of his own. Where are we? Not able to cancel with anything that would actually make him safe, so just hoping to God that he would be able to get a hit there. Managing to hit out Crystal's JC with a JC of his own, getting that whiff hit into hit. What is that? Whiff hit into 1 hit, 2 hit? B-beam? That shit is sick. That shit is actually so sick. But oh dear, catching the Superman punch right away with the shield, but the shield scaling is obviously not going to Crystal the best source of damage here. Dante's does have like pretty average health, so it doesn't really matter. Finding the approach, not blocking the low, most likely expecting a second overhead from that, question mark, and not able to get anything here. Oh dear, you are still plus off of that, but oh, just a bit too high. Crystal pressing a bit too late. And oh god, it hit Popcorn, it'll hit Crystal too. Both CLs are going to get hit by that air dash low. Crystal holding on a bit too conservatively to the block button and not blocking the right way for that first game. Fushi taking the first game. Alright, gotta keep it up. Managing to hit with that Rekka follow-up and getting the whiff punish, but not able to do much. Coker's a bit slow, so gonna be able to press out with that 2A faster. Crystal getting the first knockdown of the game. To one more. Safe jump there, bound. Now just blocking out and delaying the shield BC. Was able to keep himself safe, but did not want to take Crystal's pressure, so pressed out, but Crystal was ready, getting that press right before Fushi was able to. Scoring the counter hit and returning him right to where he once was. Not getting hit by, whipping the Rekka follow-up seemed to make him a bit disoriented, so he got hit. What comes next though? Knockdown. We're just doing the pressure here, trying to shield some sort of follow-up, some sort of air button from, oh gosh! The scramble is a bit intense, but 236A is going to get caught out by 236A, but the better one, giving Crystal a knockdown here into some sort of mix-up. That JA is going to whiff, trying to go for a reverse cross-up, but not quite hitting. In that plus situation. Fainting out with the J's charge C. Unfortunate for him, because I believe it would have hit if he just let it rip. But Crystal is going to be taking Dominion once again. Delaying the BC. And going into the fatal throw. What is going to come next? And scoring the blood heat. Just going to be peppering from afar. Scoring that pressure with... and the recoverable health. That is the most important part of the heat situation for Fushi here. Getting that health back and scoring that air dash. Gonna get the pressure started. Is Crystal gonna find the place to press? No! Gonna be hit with the slide! The Dante slide! Giving Fushi the round here. Back from the jaws of defeat. Barely living, but back to actually living. Gonna not have the resources to make that ADP safe. Really calling out Crystal on something here, but the Gambit seemed to be declined. You are going to be eating 4K and sent to the corner for your dues. Oh, we're gonna get the throw back. But oh dear, James did that. Yeah, Coker on non-super, non-moon skill Superman punch has either the one it stays there or he goes back. Crystal gambled on the wrong one, but no punish is going to allow her to take advantage of the scramble and manages to get that knockdown going once again. And is going to get caught out trying to press something on the gun, but unfortunately, it's a bit too plus. The post 660 situation is a bit too plus for that. But we are rematching, going straight back into it. We are going to be going straight into our next sip here. And Crystal going to be taking the momentum at the start here, but will Fushi be able to bring it back? Going to get caught here by the half charge. You know what comes next? More knockdowns! More PCL. Safe jump, but feinting it, whipping it out of the way, backdashing, finding it. Trying to press something as Fushi falls, but a bit too slow. Was not able to get out the anti-air due to Fushi moving around in the air like that. And he's going to be able to get that air-to-air. Gonna get this score. But punishing the 2C with the falling J-Charge C. Crystal's going to most likely be able to take this round. And it's looking like it's true. It's true! Just gonna stay out of the way, scoring that Superman punch. Crystal not gonna be able to score conversions off of these massive fatal counters, giving Fushi more chance to breathe. And punishing the landing on the shield. That does have a bit of recovery tied to it, definitely more than just your normal landing. So Fushi able to take advantage of that by just keeping his feet planted on the ground. Just waiting it out, expecting the shield BC. And trying to bait something out, some sort of press. But no, Crystal just keeps going for the shield. Where were you? Where are you going? Just gonna be feinting it out, trying to get something going. The plus frames, the smoke screen, the empty air dash into the low. It's gonna be one more. If he spends the bar here, it's gonna be enough. 2 bars should be just enough. The 2-2C, is the 2-1-4C gonna be able enough to kill here? I think it is. It is. He's going for the air dash, but the stagger on the 5C is going to score Fushi that first hit. Will he be able to keep this momentum going into the next knockdowns? And the reset! Able to score a knockdown at the tippy tip of that 236C. The 6BC is going to hit, but no meter to convert into anything full. The clash is so crazy. The clash situation is crazy. We are just going to be just jumbling back and forth, moving back and forth. We are going to be landing, no punish, but we're going to get the counter. Fushi trying to press something on the landing, but he had quite a bit of landing recovery from those beams. Crystal going to be able to score one more knockdown, just getting a little bit of health. 3.3 is not that much, but what comes afterwards? No, trying to shield the E was just a bit out of range. If she just held on, but she didn't believe. But she got a heat of her own, but Fushi completely down on resources while Crystal is slowly gaining the last little bit of health back. And the pressure from the 6-6C is going to restore those plus frames. Going to get that nice situation and able to score the back hit of JC. Fushi with the second game on the accidental reset into 2-2C. Crystal teching out but not blocking. What happened? What happened? I just don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened. Alright, we are just going to BC into BC here. Crystal going for a small little combo 3C into a little bit of extra stuff. She still gets a lot of damage off this for a shield starter. Jumping out of the way, that 2C. Stuffing the redash with the 2A. Not able to score an air unblockable. Trying to air shield, expecting a little gap there, but just landing, giving Fushi the opportunity to get the punish, but nothing too much. We're scrambling a bit here. Not able to get any sort of big conversion, but the shield on the 2-2C. Trying to press 5C at that spacing, but able to stuff out. That is Fushi's domain. Just rebeat pressure with A whip into C button, and using that cool-ass new delay 2-2C routing. But Crystal not too sure where to press. Most likely looking for a shield opportunity. Not confident in the presses anymore. The shield came out, but nothing, no cigar. Just using Moondrive to keep that pressure going. One more! But oh dear, the delay air dash is gonna catch Crystal with the overhead, giving Fushi the set point here once again. Will he be able to keep it going? Whiffing that shit, but trying to jump, getting caught out by the gun. Crystal with all the ball in her park, but that 5C is gonna catch the jump, giving Crystal just complete control over the scenario here. We are just going to be going into the 660 knockdown once again. Fushi's gonna have to do something. He has one bar on the line, but I don't think he's gonna try and heat here. Not try and DP either. Just gonna be holding on, waiting for that opportunity. The 660 is gonna give her that pressure right back up. Another one. How about one more for the fans? One more for the fans. Yep, there it is. But all Crystal's bar is gone now. Fushi, if he finds the opportunity to heat, it's going to be so much, but no! Trying to air beam Crystal, waiting in the back, hitting the recovery of the landing with the 2C, giving her a chance at life here with a perfect. Crystal, or Fushi playing a bit too risky with those air beams. Trying to deep, What? Okay. Crystal once again with the whole ball in her park. It's going to be kind of hard. Poker's range is good, but is it better than PCL's? Especially considering how fucking slow this character is. Trying to contest Crystal, getting the 236A gun, but fainting out of the way with the 236C. Or with the Rekka, I don't know what that is, I'm not gonna lie. In the left, right, not ready to block. Crossing up. But, dear, the combo drops. Air beams, more air beams, but punishing with the... Oh, dear, but no punish from Fushi's end. Those hits could have been huge, but unfortunately not enough. The overhead is coming, and Dree shielding, catching with the delay A, catching out the BC, but no punish. Or no big conversion. Is this gonna kill? No, not quite. Just going, peppering on the air beams for the kill, for the set. Fushi using his massive wall of air beams to stuff out anything Crystal wanted to do there. That is his signature when it comes to this character. He has his CA rebeats, he has his air beams. That is what Fushi loves the most about this character. Not surprised to see it in action here. Giving Fushi the 3-1 over Crystal.
Now get out of the room, buddy. Get out of...
Oh, he's already out. Okay, lovely. Alright, that is it. Let's get in our new let's get in our new player here. Who is next up? Okay. Next up, we are going to be keeping Crystal on the cabinet here and tagging in Any. This is going to be BCL Miyako. I'm not too sure how good this matchup is for Miyako, but we'll see. Any is also double shifting today. They're going to be the last double shifter of the night, so we'll see how this whole thing goes. Alright, let's keep it pushing. Alright. Let's see. Will Any be able to even get in? It seems like a very, 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 very bad matchup on paper. Alright, just trying to keep that zone, using these JCs, using these Rekkas, using that gun to try and stuff any sort of approach from Any, but Any not quite biting on anything, but gonna get hit by the cross up here, giving Any the motion here, and a massive amount of damage too, looking like 4K. Safe jump. Now we're gonna be advancing pressure, but does it matter? Is Crystal fine with holding on? Yes, she is, but gonna get hit by the throw with the counter hit, trying to press something, but a bit too late to the party. Somehow, we ended up switching positions in the corner here. We got this. We got this, though. Just going to be holding that and re-shielding on the shield A. But now we're back to just the minion plus frames. Crystal going to be taking full advantage of that. Going to be running in a bit more aggressively, but going to hit that 2C full range, catching Any standing up at a range that I don't think he expected it to be able to get hit from. Into a 4K, one last hit, anything, even a throw. air dashing out. Any aware of Crystal's patience on the offense here. Just finding that opportunity. But now with that information, we are going to be hitting that 2C. Oh shit. Auto update? What the heck? There we are. Just takes a second to update. I see. Alright, hitting that 2BC, getting the jump cancel, but not getting the full conversion. And we're just going to be advancing again here. Oh dear, Mirko's stubby 5A is actually going to give Crystal a full punish from that range. A bit too far away to pursue pressure with that button in specific. And we are just going to be using that shield BC. Gonna get caught with the shield A in return. Gonna be giving Crystal full momentum here, but the scramble right back into neutral. But gonna be taking full control of the situation. Getting that pressure started, punishing the blood heat. Bit too far away to be doing any of that. And giving Crystal one more situation. It's looking like a strike will kill here. Not a throw, but oh dear, we're gonna get the fatal counter, but no conversion. And a bit scared. Definitely leaving a lot more gaps in his pressure. Just not sure what is actually going to bite. Crystal taking full advantage of that. Retaliating pretty much immediately there. Getting the kill for the first game. Alright, gonna be hitting with that JB, but unfortunately for Any, not gonna be taking advantage of that opportunity. Both players getting knocked down on the trade, both counter hits. Not punishing this shield with the throw, but gonna be getting another throw anyways, sending Crystal right back to the corner out of there. Unfortunately, the Grey Beat is gonna come. It's a true combo if you don't tech, as a matter of fact. And just going to be holding on to the pressure here, finding the DP out in the gaps. And he's going to have to keep it a bit tighter. And scoring to OTG, the side swap, and catching the tech forward with the 5B. We are going to continue our PCL shenanigans here. Getting that full screen, but we're going to knock you down very, 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 very close to the corner. Basically like you're in the corner, stuffing out with the gun on the landing. There's barely any landing recovery there. Any was trying to go for a run-up button, so it worked out perfectly in Crystal's favor. Is she going to be able to kill here? I don't think so. One more, though. Anything will kill here. Just going straight for the pressure. Not even trying to pepper in a throw. Into the tiniest little thing will kill. Literally a sneeze will kill Any here. Just going to opt for charging. It does not matter. Going to be building those resources for the next round. It is up to Any to do something. And the stagger. Any trying to contest the pressure with the mash, but it is not happening. We're just going to be 2A, delay A here. Jump going to get caught by the gun. Pretty much immediate. For the 5C. Pretty much immediately here. But we're just going to be staring down, playing a little bit more patiently in the neutral now. But no, the guns are coming right back out. And as I say that, we are immediately shifting back into a full aggressive gear here. Crystal going to be able to win this scenario out and get one more knockdown. What is it going to be? Left, right? And not blocking it on the other side over here, buddy. Is this going to be enough to kill? Are we going to be able to build enough meter? It doesn't look like it. Are we going to be able to try? We are going to try, though. But not quite. Just one more. And able to react to the heat with the 5AA, just giving that little bit of a stagger to incentivize you to heat. But it is just not going to work out. Looking for it, scouting it out with your own two eyes. Perfect moment to look out for a heat there at that last little bit of desperation. It's looking a little dire for Any here, but of course anything can happen in this game, so let's see if anything can happen. Alright, we're going to get the whiff punish here. Starting out strong with our jump in here. Is Any going to be able to keep the momentum up? If he does, then it spells victory in his grasp. But of course, Crystal has been good at just chilling here, waiting it out. Never mind. The shield drop is going to get caught by the 2C, giving Any yet another knockdown and a huge amount of damage. Looking like 4K. Just chilling. Crystal is going to be holding on to defense just a little longer, waiting out something and finding it with the delayed button. The timing on Any's button here was supreme, catching Crystal's mash on the delay. But unfortunately, the JB is going to hit, giving Crystal all of the momentum back. 2, 3. Is she going to heat here? No, just going with the safe jump, confident, saying that I don't need any health. I will just kill you here and now. 6-6C. Trying to hit something, expecting a shield or maybe some sort of heat. Is it going to come out though? We are just waiting here, going for the lightning, trying to catch something, trying to catch anything here. But we are beating out the shield BC once again with our own shield into shield A. Are we going to keep it? Or are we just going to bring it back here? The time is running out. We are nearing 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. The moon drive. Are we going to be able to heat? 4, 3, 2. And the 5C and the 2-2C is going to be able to score the round at the last possible second. Well, not quite literally, but so damn close. But we are just going to be holding on here. The post 6C situation is scary as a motherfucker. Catching the run up with the 2C. Crystal is once again in the lead. Is it going to stay that way? JC waiting the 2B, but no contest. It's a bit hard to tell at times when you're supposed to contest this stuff, but it's fine. Annie just holding on, trying to find this opportunity, but it just doesn't seem to be coming. No shields, no mashes. What can you do? Just holding on to dear life, but Crystal will keep doing it until there's no reason to anymore. Now we're back to neutral. Crystal Annie managing to find his way out and get his own offense started, but the immediate shield and the immediate shield back is going to get the punishing the shield drop, but Crystal not getting the full conversion. Are we going to be able to punish her? Trying to call out a jump forward with the 3C anti-air. The 5C is going to hit here. What are we going to be doing with the shield here? Nothing. We are just back to neutral, scrambling a bit hard here. Trying to catch something here. Rekka into the 6-6C, trying to get those plus strings. We are once again reinstating our pressure, getting it going. This range is not something that you can contest that well as Miyako, and Crystal damn well knows it. Getting the kill here with 14 seconds on the clock. Time was running out. These players are playing a lot more defensively and neutral and just on defense in general. We don't really want to be pressing anything. Whipping through, but no contest. Just air dashing through, not blocking the cross up. That is part of Miyako's canned mix-up kit. Has the overhead, has the cross up. Oh, one of them is going to hit. And the safe jump. And going for the throw. We're going to be chipping down any Crystal's health very slowly. These are some small hits, except that 5C. We are going to be forcing our pressure. The shield, no, we're just going to be DPing right through this 2B attempt. It is a bit stubby. I'm not even sure if it would have hit, but it's fine though. 2B and getting the punish. There was nothing Crystal could have done. She was already in moon drive, and this means we're getting a full send scholarship to the corner, trying to reset here, but we are just shielding out. We are finding our scrambles, and we are going right over that 2BC as well. The time is running out. We are 30 seconds on the clock, finding the heat out on the EX66C. 5C is going to anti-air. But oh dear, that is really, really bad. The high shield reshield is going to get called out by the low, and we are back in Crystal's court. And the 2B is going to catch out the high shield once again. We are equalizing the health here and even bringing Annie down to the deficit this time. Annie has to act. Annie has to act. This is going to be enough. The R drive. And he can't act. He is just dead. It is over. Finding that kill with the resource awareness of a studious individual. Crystal completely aware of her resources, the moon drive, the meter, able to score that arc drive build and get the kill. No forcing any other interactions that could have sent the round in a frenzy, but we're done here for this set. Paula is already here. 3-0 from Crystal is going to finish up her shift for the day. So, let us get things ready. It is going to be Paula Annie now. So, awesome sauce. Let's bring our next on deck player. Now. Alright, let us keep it pushing. Paula sticking to the Noelle this time. Last time, of course, on stream, he was just playing the Miyako. while Davin was playing the Miyako, or the Noelle, but we are just going to be playing Noelle here. Good old-fashioned Noelle. Not Paula. Any getting the offense started, but not letting it last for long. Paula going instead with the strike throw here. Safe jump. Trying to find some sort of stagger here. Any has been air dashing a lot on pressure here, and it's been working. Hasn't been punished for quite yet, but Paula managing to get the return here. Trying to call out something here with these axe drops, getting in, but also just scouting out the air as well. The 5B is going to connect. Any not too sure which side he's on, just not blocking it out. Into a mix-up here, left, right, looking same side to me. It is. Just staggering our little options here, trying to build some sort of space, waiting for something from Any here, but not quite. Catching in the air here. Paula is going to be scoring the first round here, keeping Any locked up in the corner. It's hard to press against a character like Noelle, who's got, you know, such big spacing options. That's kind of her thing. But Any able to get the first hit here and the first knockdown here. It is going to be a safe jump from him. And the stagger, geez Louise, the 5B is going to connect at the last possible frame. Getting that counter hit, getting that spacing trap in, and going for the run-up to A. Beating out Paula, trying to press a moon skill on Wake Up. Maybe he tried to moon drive, but who knows. We're going to be keeping locked into the pressure here and using that 5C on the throw tech. It was his advantage there. Any most likely just expecting Paula to not take advantage of the frame advantage. So it's all over from here. Let's see if Paula's going to be able to close out the round, or if Any's going to be able to close out the round, or Paula will bring it back. There's a lot of health on the line, a lot of recoverable health if he finds that heat, but no, the 2C is just going to do it. Any with the round to Paula's round. We're going round for round right now, but the JA is going to score that fatal. And unfortunately, we're going to be dropping here, getting the shield, reshield, and just another shield here. We are shielding like a motherfucker. Any once again trying to contest the frame advantage, but the 5C is just going to beat him out of it. Once again, going for another mix-up. It's looking like a cross-up to me. I'm going for the moon drive, DPing, and the reset, the 2-2B reset. If you don't tech the right way, you are just going to get caught by that. Paula waiting for something from Any. Of course, with all the incentive on Any's part to act, Paula does have the privilege of waiting it out and took advantage of that perfectly with the key into Moondrive for the kill, giving him the first round in this set. Or the first game, I should say. Oh dear lord. What side was that supposed to hit? I don't know. But we're out of the way. Gonna be hitting with that JC. Let me try and hit something. Going for that rebeat now. We're rebeating, expecting some sort of press from Any, but it's kind of hard to be pressing as Any here. I'm not gonna lie. The range disparity is massive, and the 6C is gonna be catching. What was that? A jump attempt? Not happening today. Any is going to be locked into the Noelle blender. Are we going for the mix-up here? It's looking like cross-up to me. Same side, I got hit. And catching the low shield, not wanting to block out the mix-up with the 2-2A overhead. Going to be going into one more knockdown. Is this a safe jump? Yes, it is. Trying to wait out something, but Any just has not been pressing. There's no reason to be doing all this. And going for the high-low. Not quite. And oh dear, we are going to be trying to hit here, but Noelle's massive range is going to be catching whatever Any wanted to do there. Cartwheeling right towards him, but we're going to get the full conversion here. And blasting you all the way close to the corner, left, right. Oh dear, never mind, that looks like a safe jump to me. The JB is going to hit. Into another mix-up, it's looking like same side, yes sir. But with Paula not moon driving back, Any is going to be able to punish the whip on that 2A. The 2BC is going to hit. Paula not reacting in time with the DP or a moon drive. Going to give him that Dominion. Just waiting out something from Paula here. Leaving a lot of gaps, waiting for something, but nothing coming out from Paula. Gives Any the opportunity to go for the throw. And blocking on that side, we are just going to be shielding, going out. The 5C is going to catch the shield drop. I am so surprised. No 2C. That was a high shield right there. Most likely expecting a low shield, or just seeing the shield but not seeing what it was. Maybe seeing that, but who knows. Paula gets that second game on Any.
生意気な目しちゃって行くわよ危ないと
Alright, we're gonna get a little bit more going. Paula getting that first hit, going into a full knockdown for how much? 4.3. They gotta do something about this character. Most likely not expecting him to hit over at that side. Just a bit too far with that JC saying everything. We're gonna be getting that fatal JA, but no full conversion. Bit too strange of a timing on those buttons. And the 2BC is going to hit! Getting the full conversion and sending Paul to the corner here. Is he gonna be able to get the 3C? He is! But Fuzzy Mash. Bro, watch the Fuzzy Mash video. Bro, watch the Fuzzy Mash video. Into the 2-1-4s. And beating it out. Unfortunately, that looks like a crouching mid to me. Thank God. If Noel had that shit as a low, I think I would have killed myself. But it's okay. We're going all the way over, but unfortunately, Annie not getting the knockdown that he wants. Backing himself into the corner here with his massive runner. And DPing out of the way of the cross-up, not wanting to hold that, just waiting it out and getting the kill, putting Paula at set point. Will Annie be able to bring it back? And blocking out the 2BC here is a really good just movement check. And the 2CC is going to hit, but no conversion. It is a bit unfortunate to hit to confirm that at that range. I don't really blame him. And you're just going straight in, finding plus frames, finding reboots, trying to get the row bait in, but Penny just taking it. Jumping out, finding the air dash, JC, but no full conversion. Now we're just going to be playing a little patiently here, waiting for something, managing to hit the axe drop. Another one. Not able to punch the key here. A bit bold with the key, but it worked out. It doesn't matter. The 2B is going to anti-air, trying to hit it again, but the air stall with the key is going to give Paula the frame advantage here to get the press, And now what's going to happen here, looking like the same side to me, and DPing, going to be going for the full Moondrive conversion off that, but unfortunately dropping it right there. It was going to do like 2 damage either way, but it looks like he's dead here, going straight into Arc Drive, no fancy routing. The scaling is not fully kicked in, so he's going to be able to kill with this Arc Drive finish. 3-0 for Paula over Annie here. All right. Keep it pushing. Really good games. Paula is out. It's looking like they're already here. We have Lily. We have Naito. This is going to be Saber. This is going to be Akiha. I think we might have seen this matchup on paper of this matchup yesterday. I don't remember. But this is going to be... Yeah. Let me just ping our next on-deck players, aka our last players, because this is a short stream today, and see if they're... Let's see. This is going to be Evil Ass Broken Top 1 versus Evil Ass Broken Top 1. I've said that like 3 different times this stream, but it's all true. It's all true. Switch the scene over. The fuck? Alright, we're gonna be Bronx blocking that ring right there. Naito just getting the pressure going, contesting with the low shield, and finding the mash out with the 2B. Naito is gonna be eating the Saber blender here, left, right, and just trying to backdash, but getting caught by the other side mix-up, not ready for it to hit over there. Into another one. Not OSing, so Naito getting able to heat out. Clearly didn't watch the Heat OS video. This happened to my buddy Kamos once. Just gonna use that little last bit of meter to get the EX wheel. Might as well spend it, right? So extra damage on the board for free. Oh dear, trying to contest the rapid beat, but a bit too late, giving Naito that opportunity to J6BC to bait out the attempt. And Naito pressing 5A to take advantage of this scramble situation post-trade. First round goes to Naito with a lot of resources on the board for both players. If you adjust for inflation, they have the same amount of resources. Alright, trying to stuff out something from Naito here, but just sitting back until he gets this opportunity to run in and getting hit right away by the super jump JB. 2-3 into the knockdown. Are you going to be able to hold the pressure here? Naito most likely just going to go straight into the EX wheel. Into the feint. Partial charge JC, giving him that effectively empty low. Going for the air dash, but not blocking the low this time. Expecting a bit too many overheads from Naito here. Gonna be giving him the perfect, or the near perfect actually, to seal out the first game. Using that charge like he has a round to use it. Alright, let's keep it up. Alright, catching out the approach, catching the JB with the ring. This is gonna do so much. Never mind, the SMB is actually kicking in pretty hard here. Alright, trying to call out that high shield with the 2-2A, but Lily not biting, just holding it, but getting hit by the air dash. The mix-up is insane. This is the big sell of Akiha. Her mix-ups are pretty good. And we are going to be crushing the low shield with the 214B. That is what that button does on the pressure. So we'll see. We'll see if it comes up again. But of course, Akiha is just a character with tons of like unique options to crush low shield, like her 214, her 4DC series. She has 5B. She has 3 throws. We'll see if Naito even uses the throw. Although I imagine, given the nature of the mix-ups here, he won't have to. Just holding the low shield, hoping that he goes for a low. But we're going once again into EX wheel. Are we going to be able to block it? We are blocking it all and finding the heat. But unfortunately, we're getting hit by the 3DC. The moon skill painting the moon. Going to be completely worn out of that blood heat. And now we are back to 0 meter. We got Moondrive though. Trying to fuzzy match, but no, just the jump out of the way is going to beat it out. Giving Naito that second game pretty handedly if he uses the wheel. And it is! Naito with the 2-0, just keeping Lily locked down. Not even giving her a chance to breathe. That is what Akiha absolutely excels at. Alright, a little bit more. Trying to hit that JC. Not working. But we're going to get the throw. Just going straight into the high shield. Just no fear. And it worked out. Naito was trying to go for the 5B. Oh dear, we are expecting a moon skill, but it's not happening. Are we going to be able to see through the smoke and mirrors? Yes, we are, but no conversion. 4BC, backdashing out of the way. No punish, so it's good. But unfortunately, we're going to get locked into the chamber once again. Reacting to that, but unfortunately, we're going to be hitting the shield B. Not getting the full conversion, but it's okay. The moon skill painting the moon is going to come back out. Give Naito the knockdown that he so rightfully deserves for baiting out that heat. Trying to go for the dash, but Naito just jumping out. He does not give a fuck. But okay, we're going to be feinting that JC into the low, giving Naito the set point here. Will Lily be able to bring things back, or will Naito continue to just completely dominate this matchup? Never mind, we're going to be catching straight with the low, catching the landing. Lily showing signs of life now. It's all about keeping this position. Naito, once he gets his reverse, it's gonna hurt. He's holding that high shield into the low shield, but oh dear, Naito not quite ready for that shield B. That's gonna be an overhead that is going to get you back into this blender, but we're gonna heat out right away. 4BC is gonna hit, and the 5C is gonna hit. Naito trying to recover and press the button from that distance. You can't do that. Into another knockdown for Lily here, but going straight into the immediate shield BC. Oh dear, Lily, there was not that much that was too scary about that, but it's okay. But the fuzzy mash, incredible stuff from Lily here. Are we going to be spending beater here to get the kill? It should just be one more bar. The EX dive kick is going to get the kill. The 4BC is going to hit here. We're going to hit by the double overhead, though. Naito with a knockdown. Attacking the throw. The timing from Naito's button press. They're waiting for Lily to try and think about pressing the button and then pulling the trigger on it. Really wise stuff. That is fighting games right there. Timing and presence. We're going to get hit by the 2-2-A here. This is going to be a huge... Oh my fucking god, dude. And just the throw, the delay throw. Oh dear. Not beating out the OTG. The 2A is going to get whiff punished by the 2B. This is Lily's chance to come back here with the tiniest pixel of health. The safe feed is coming. Backing off. And the 3C catching the jump out. Lily is going to be using Arc Drive here to cash out. Why not? You don't have anything else to use it on, right? One hit from Naito. The 2A is going to get the kill. Anything from Naito could have killed there. Could have given him the opportunity to come back and get that 3-0. But Lily finding the 2A meaty, catching Naito's mash, expecting her to be a little more scared than she actually was. But the bold moves from Lily here were able to get that kill, get the game going. Hello? Okay. Alright. The JP is going to connect here. Naito just not blocking it out. Gotta keep our hold. But no, that's Naito right there. The Abare 214A is going to catch out Lily, trying to go for the throw. Alright, we are not blocking the 5A on the landing here. That is, in fact, a low. A little confident in Naito going for the lows here. And just getting the heat here. Really bad opportunity to heat. Unfortunately for you, Naito is very good at just waiting it out on there. Trying to go for a reset into the punish. Painting the moon. But it's not going to work. We are going to be air blocking that dive kick, though, making the frame advantage perfectly minus for the punish, giving Naito the set point once again. It's all about sealing out that set, but the 3BC from Lily here is going to give a massive advantage right at the round start. Look at that damage, 4.7. 2BC. We are just going to keep it going. Are we going to go right into the EX wheel for the second time? Are we going to do it a third time? No, we don't even have to. We're going to hit with the 2A on that side. That way, this way. Where are we? We are sending Lily right back into the corner. One more. The empty low. Lily has been fuzzy mashing every once in a while, but Naito was confident that with all the stuff he was doing, he's not going to do it this time, right? 3 bars on the line, and Avalon will give Lily the advantage back. I don't think she's going to opt for a heat here because it has just been too risky all this time. But the empty, not even the empties, the overheads into the lows, the AAA, 2AAA is going to get the kill for Naito here, sealing out the set 3-1. Lily had been showing signs of life, has been getting super strong options here, but unfortunately was just not able to seal out those rounds, keep that momentum up. Naito has been really good at just finding his way out, finding these weird ways to escape, and sealing out those rounds as fast as he gets out of those situations with his overwhelming Akiha offense. Very good gaming, very good gaming. All right, and short stream tonight, so we're going to be having our last set of the night, D-Dive versus Intimidating. All right, let's go. One more. Oh, why didn't the names update? Update names? Gra. Oops. Thus. There we are. Just took a second for it to update. Sigh. Catching the backdash immediately with the throw. This is going to give D-Dive a nice little ticket to Corner Town here. This is where Miyako really shines, but of course it's where both characters seem to shine, right? Getting for the throw again. D-Dive just going to be employing the method TM. Just going to be taking these throws to try and see what makes him throw. Just going straight for the shield though, expecting a safe jump, but no, it is just going to be another knockdown situation. Not quite dropping out. D-Dive scoring a nice little fatal off Daving here, but it's not quite enough. The 4BC is going to hit right at the tip, not at the range that he wants to be able to convert from. That is going to be an IAD from Intimidating here. Is it going to be enough to kill? It is going to be enough to kill. We are going to be using the Arc Drive. All 3 bars gone in an instant. D-Dive going to be getting that 4th bar from the Awakening. All resources on his board, on his side. Will he be able to sink the battleship though? Yuko is kind of like Roa if he was good. Alright, now we're just going to try and build our distance here. Using that moon drive to keep ourselves safe. Punishing the landing with the tackle. Left, right. No, we are just going to be mashing right out. Trying to 2-1-2-3-6-B. Just DPing out. D-Dive does love his DP. Hey, that's what the D stands for in D-Dive. It doesn't stand for dingling, it stands for DP. Dragon Punch, double acronym in one. Going for the DP on reaction 2. Whoa, dear. That 3BC is going to hit, and it's going to hit hard. We're out of moon here. D-Dive is just going to have to hold it. Never mind, he's just going to be heating, going to be using all the bar in the world to get that out. Just jumping right out the way. Unfortunately, not getting the... Whoa, what happened here? What? I'm so confused. There's a bit of a scramble going on right there, but we'll see. We'll see in the VOD. Jarvis, play that back. Oh dear, trying to anti-air with the 214B needle, but unfortunately just out of the range, in the dead zone of it. Perfect for Daving, able to get the low off of D-Dive, trying to high shield a safe jump, high rolling and losing all the money in the world. Going for the heat once again. He has been very bold with these heats, not even going for charged heat. It's bold, it's bold, it's brave, or like, I don't know. Now we're just going to be playing the zoning game with our 214Bs. We're going to be trying using that to build the stake. We're trying to stake the space with the needles. Try and make sure Daving is not going to be able to get the kills, get the hits that he wants. Because it is up to Daving to force his in. Doesn't really have the same coverage that Roa may have. Going straight for that moon drive. Of course, without the bar, he's not going to be able to confirm off of that needle as well as he wants to. He loves using Moon Drive for that scenario. Are we going to get the heat? We are going to get the heat. And just going to hit with the overhead. Are we going to go straight into the Arc Drive? It looks like it is. There it is, the Arc Drive. We're going to be bringing the health down. Now it looks like that Daving's at about half of D-Dive's total health. And it's looking like a throw will be enough to kill here. And reacting to the heat, the last desperation call of this first game from Intimidating to try and get out. But no, D-Dive was ready for it. That is a trend right here in the league from these sets today. In these last little moments with 0 health left, we are going to try and heat as that desperation call. But almost every single time, it has been scouted out. That is something you have to look for in this game. But now it's 1-0 D-Dive. That cross-up is going to hit, though. Trying to hit out something with that low shield, but we're going to get hit by the mid. D-Dive returning the favor with an actual hit shield on this time. Getting the shield A, baiting out the throw immediately with the air dash. Daving's going to have to hold on a bit tighter. Don't pull the trigger as bold as you want. Safe jump incoming. But no, it's just going to be an empty low. Was the fuzzy mash mistimed? One more knockdown. One more hit. Into the throw. That's going to kill. Daving down. D-Dive up 1 round for the game. But now it's all about what's going to happen here. D-Dive getting caught on the backdash at round start once again. This is the first time this happened, and I don't think it's going to be the last. We're going to be going straight into the knockdown here. Safe jump incoming. Never mind, that looks like a meaty low to me. A bit too early for it to be a safe jump. And going for the throw, does not want to contest that. Is fine with taking the 2.4k that he's going to be taking off this. Never mind, no bar. I don't think it's 2.4. I think it's like closer to 2.2. Oh well, I don't remember my numbers. Trying to shield me to get caught up by the mid. Not going to be blocking out that overhead. Was blocking high for a second, but let go right as the overhead connected. What is going on? And we're just going to go for the midi overhead. We are cheeking it out. Anything for the win. We're going to be catching that recovery, the delay follow-up on the needle. But now we have to play in this kind of strange little this little tiptoe range, this little ballet. We're gonna be dancing. Neutral in this matchup is a dance. We're gonna be going for the DP here, and we are just gonna be waiting out D-Dive's DP. We are all over the place. Not gonna have enough recovery on the shield to punish the shield drop. Going straight for the run up. What the fuck? Are we not blocking on the safe? You have to block for the safe jump to be safe. What? Okay. 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 D-dive with the DP. Just going to be using that opportunity, that 214C, those EX plus frames to get his game plan going. Going for the empty jump low. It's going to hit. We are going to be hitting it. We are going to be hitting that left right here. D-dive, or intimidating, trying to press some sort of moon skill, but getting stuffed out by the 2A. That is in fact a meaty. And going for it again, trying to 2BC. D-dive, just stuffing out these mashes on wake up. Maybe Daving is trying to go for a straight raw moon drive, but who knows. Backdashing, not getting caught on it this time. Holding that low shield, beating out the 2B. Gonna be giving him that shield A counter. Intimidating, not going for the reshield. One more left right. Go shielding it, catching the shield drop from D-dive. Gonna be escorting him all the way back to the corner. Excuse me, I think he dropped this. Safe jump. We're going to be waiting it out, just going for the throw. Daving is going to be getting a nice little chunk of damage off this. Is he going to spend the bar for it though? No, just going for the raw meterless and going for the low shield. D-dive going to get punished for that, but not quite the fatal that Daving may have wanted from punishing a low shield. And the 236C is going to get the kill for the round. Alright, we're going to be shielding the 214C, shielding the 22C. And we're trying to reset here with the air throw. And just going for the throw on the shield. The backdash is going to not get punished, and in fact, he is going to get punished, D-dive, by the 2BC. Into the heat. The air throw. We're going to be getting our little bit of health back. We're going to get our mix-up going. The low. No OS. But I don't think he could have. A bit too late into the 2A for it to hit. Daving is going to be playing his game. He's going to be playing like a bird in the sky, using Miyako's broken-ass air buttons to try and just stuff out any sort of air-to-air attempts. But oh dear, we're going to get crushed by the air dash. Safe jump. The Michael walk into the air dash is going to bait out the throw. Daving a bit trigger happy on these throw techs. Into one more knockdown. What are we going to do here? The D-dive ender into the throw. D-dive trying to press a little too slow here. And catching the recovery of the air shield with the tackle. Most likely expecting some sort of DP, expecting 3BC, but Daving fortunately was not ready for the moon tackle to catch like it did. Now we're dancing a little here in the air, trying to hit something after whiffing that beetle. Unfortunately, D-dive does not have the Freeman's advantage for that. Once again, fainting out the safe jump, beating out the high shield with the low. Daving is getting a very, very strong start with not a single scratch on his body. No punish on the throw. And we're going to be catching this time with the B needle. And escorting, intimidating to the corner instead. We're taking him right out for this left-right. Catching the backdash with the 2BC on the landing. Not much D-dive could have done there. A bit of an awkward position, I think. And oh dear, trying to beat out the clash, but getting caught up by the high row. Really bold move from D-dive, but really lucky as well. Catching the backdash with the JB. Bit too weird of a position to get out pretty scot-free with that backdash. DPing right through. And still active on that 2C. That shit is active for so long. And to take full advantage of that, cannot be pressing through that. Have to DP or something. But we are going to get one more knockdown. A good strike will kill. With only meter on the line, he can't moon drive, he can't moon skill. We are waiting to find that and getting the whip punch on the 2A, but no big conversion off of it. But finding that little stagger. Okay. Okay. But once again, catching the backdash, we are catching the drop shield. D-dive being a bit bold, but Daving being even bolder. Being out, getting a full conversion. This is going to do so much damage. Moon drive off of an EX. How much is this going to do? 5k? 5.3? Jeez Louise. Out of the way of the heat. Daving taking the second game. Or, my bad. Taking the fourth game. Taking his second game. I forgot to update the scoreboard. Alright, we're going to be shielding out that cross-up. Going to be getting the shield A counter. Not spending any bar on that. Just going to staggering a little bit. Waiting for it. Getting the DP. Daving getting these air-to-airs, but unfortunately not getting too much off of them. We're going to be whip punishing that 2C. Yeah, I think that was a 2C from Daving. We're sending him to the corner here for that micro pressure. Is he going to be able to actually bait out the DP this time? Okay, but DPing on that little minus situation. The little minus man that could. Going to be using that tackle straight into the needle. Trying to 5C out, but not happening. The 2BC is not going to catch this time. We are going to be using that 214C once again. Get that pressure going. Get that shield. Daving can't really do much there to threaten with that. Into the throw. Will this be the start of D-Dive's D-Demise? Just going to be walking right out. And go. What? Dude, D-Dive. D-Dive, you're fucking trash. Oh my fucking god. But getting the punish with the block on the shield B. Is D-Dive D-Ass? Regardless, we're going to be dropping out of the combo. D-Dive managing to run his way forward, but now he's back locked in the corner, trying to jump, but getting hit by the overhead. Daving with the strong start once again. This is where he really shines. Getting the heat, no reaction. And not really looking out for it either. He did get punished. Are we going to be Michael walking into IAD again? No, trying to throw the 2BC. Bit too out of range to get the throw. He's holding that low shield and taking the throw. And just, oh dear. Going for the risky play. Going for the DP on throw tech once again. D-Dive walking his way out of the corner in order to get the best damage, the best situation post knockdown. Going for the throw off of the jump. Not ready for Daving's throw. One hit from Daving here will be enough to kill. Into the throw. And catching the backdash this time. D-Dive finally catching one of Daving's backdashes. This should be enough. He should spend the meter here. The 214C should be enough to kill. Yes, it is. D-Dive with the 3-2 over Daving in an incredibly close set. Taking home the gold from a very close situation. But it looks like we're done for the night. pretty short stream. We had a little more lined up, but due to situations regarding our participants, well, we couldn't get that done. No one's fault. No one's fault. But let's see what's left. Let's see what's live on the stream. GG's to all our gamers today. Is anyone streaming that I care for? I don't think so. And let's do. Is there any live streams right now? You know what? Let's raid. Sure. Let's raid IDOM, my favorite Manon player. We will be back Thursday. We'll be back next Thursday. We will be back with Luffy. He will be moved in and stuff. He will be back alive. So we should all be back in place. So should be good to go. But that was just me today. Hope I was enough. Catch y'all later. We're almost done here, so let's make these last few weeks the best they can. See y'all. Goodbye.